Well, hello there, and good Wednesday evening to you. I am sorry I am broadcasting late, and I also must apologize to my viewers. I was supposed to put 2 video clips in my video yesterday because from Nancy Pelosi and Schumer talking to the press, as well as from the other one was from talking as well. Well, let's just put it this way. After all my information gathering for my viewers, which is very important to me, I have come up with some very good information for you here. And let's put it this way. In the past 2 weeks, the Democrats and Republicans have been trying to negotiate the second stimulus package with no progress. Well, if you stay tuned, you'll find out there's a bit more to this. Nancy Pelosi wants to see the stimulus bill pass this week, but it's not going to happen. She also said there would be money, but the Republicans just don't want to get it. Just don't know it yet, sorry. So basically, she's going to put more money in the bill, but the Republicans just don't know it yet. Stay tuned and find out more about that one, too, because, yes, you might like that one. Mitch McConnell said that there are 20 Senate Republicans that will refuse to sign any COVID relief bill that would give it, but would rather give $1.9 trillion in tax cuts to giant businesses as well as the wealthy. Which, wow, they don't want to help the people out, but they're actually willing to, give the rich and wealthy, as well as those massive, gigantic companies, tax cuts. That's not right. Oh, and I also mentioned they still want to give money to the Pentagon that already has an $800 billion budget that could be cut to 25% of this budget and give the rest of the money to the people. Well, that's the topic for an earlier video I posted earlier. Sorry, I'm sort of happy. I'm sort of in a good mood. Let's put it this way. And he hasn't been out of any of the negotiations. He also went on to say that Democrats won't stop fighting for the people and families. This is coming from Mitch McConnell, the one guy that's been basically said to the Democrats that when the HEROES Act comes out, is dead on arrival, which it has been for quite a while. Stay tuned and find out more about that one as well, because that was actually pretty good. This is more about that one. Over 50 million Americans filed for unemployment, but the Republicans want to cut the benefits that have been a lifeline for all of us Americans. Well, for the 50 million Americans that actually filed for it. I'm not one of them. As I say earlier in my other videos, I'm also an essential worker, so I'm sort of getting screwed by the government too. And damn, does it feel good. Not really. Chief of Staff Mark Meadows is fed up with all these wasted negotiations because he as well as Chuck Schumer are basically spokesmen, negotiators between the Republicans and the Democrats, since Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi haven't been speaking that well to each other over a stupid little matter that happened in 2008. And here's what Pelosi and Schumer said yesterday that I forgot to put in. I am so sorry about that.
Good afternoon, everyone. We just finished a 2-hour meeting with Secretary Mnuchin and Chief of Staff Meadows. It was productive. We're moving down the track. We still have our differences. We are trying to have a clearer understanding of what the needs are. And the needs are that millions of children in our country are food insecure. Millions of people in our country are concerned about being evicted. Tens of millions of people are unemployment insurance. The way we can correct so much of that is for us to defeat the virus. And so much of our discussion has to be on how we defeat the virus, and that takes dollars and policy. And I think that we've had good sessions of understanding where we need to go, as the leader says all the time, understanding the gravity of the situation. The virus is the villain. We can open our economy, we can open our schools, but we can only do it if our children and our families are safe. And opening their schools is a place where we spent a good deal of time. Mr. Leader?
Yeah. Again, we are really getting an understanding of each side's position, and we're making some progress on certain issues, moving closer together. There are a lot of issues that are still outstanding, but I think there is a desire to get something done as soon as we can. And so we'll continue to work. The staffs will be working. What we did today, to give you a little flavor of it, is we went through the numbers in the proposal that the Senate put in and the proposal that we have. How many children can you feed with this amount of dollars? For how long? How many schools can you protect for this amount of dollars so that they can open up when? And you know, our proposals obviously are a lot more generous than theirs, and that's because, as the Speaker said, this is the greatest problem we have faced in 100 years on the health front, the greatest problem we've faced in 75 years on the economic front, and we think we need a much fuller, stronger response by the federal government to get out of this mess and to get out of this serious crisis. If we don't have that response, it'll take longer. More people will stay unemployed for a longer period of time, more businesses will close, etc. But by going through these specific numbers and what each side thinks they can do with their dollar allocation, it really helps us understand that and move together in a better direction. And that's what we spend time doing. Thank you. Nope.
And I also got another clip for you of a news take that has Trump in it talking about what was he talking about? The evictions and the payroll tax cut, basically.
Plan for businesses when it comes to the payroll tax cuts?
Well, I may do it myself. We're negotiating right now. I have the right to suspend it, and I may do it myself. I have the absolute right to suspend the payroll, to do the payroll tax. We call it a payroll tax suspension. That's an incentive to people and small businesses and businesses generally to hire back their workers.
Okay, well, and we also, like I said, why I'm happy is because what's going on here is Mitch McConnell said that he would support any stimulus package that the House of Representatives and the White House agree upon, even if he doesn't like some of the topics inside the stimulus package. And then the Republican version of here's how it breaks down, right? We have the Republican version of the stimulus package, the HEALS Act, that was released 2 weeks ago. They want $1 trillion for HEALS Act. Then we have the Republican version of, the Democratic version of the stimulus package, which was released 2 months ago, called the HEROES Act, which was at $3 trillion, which is a lot of money going out to the people. It went out to the essential workers, went out to unemployment, went out to more stimulus checks to all the people. I mean, here's my idea. I think this is an awesome idea, and I'd like your comments on this one, please. Okay, I think they should just scrap unemployment altogether and give everyone a monthly stimulus check of $2,400. Why waste money on unemployment when you could put that money towards more stimulus checks towards the people to help them out? I mean, this way everyone gets it and no one's left out. I mean, doesn't that really help out a lot? Well, let's put it this way. The Democrats' new version of the HEROES Act actually upped the ante a bit. It upped the ante to $3.4 trillion. And it also sounds like Trump is willing to give into the whole thing because he's getting fed up of the negotiations as well because they're not going nowhere. Because, like I said earlier, Mitch McConnell has been absent from every single negotiation there is between the Democrats and Republicans. So basically, the chief of staff, Mark Meadows, as well as Chuck Schumer, I think it's Chuck Schumer, have been the liaison between the White House and the Democrats. Well, and the Republic. Well, between actually all of them, the White House Democrats and Republicans, but mostly Democrats and Republicans. And because, like I said, Mitch McConnell doesn't want to play ball. Here's how it is basically. Like I said, the president's going to be willing to give to basically rescind to the Democrats, and this is how it basically works out. Mitch McConnell, he don't want to extend the unemployment at $600 a week. The president does want to extend it at $600 a week. The president also says liability protection is not a main priority right now in this stimulus package, although Mitch McConnell basically wants liability protection in the stimulus package. And basically, the most of the Republicans have also upped the ante themselves. They want to sorry, I can't say this. They want to basically make sure that unemployment extends for instead of $200 a week to $500 a week. So they're trying to negotiate things out, trying to make things work out. And then from what my sources say, that negotiations are actually sort of iffy. They're sort of going good, but sort of a standstill still. But like I said, I hope you guys have enjoyed my video. If you like my video, please hit the like button. I'd appreciate that. That'd help out so my content can get out to other viewers. And if you wish to see more of my videos, please hit that nice little subscribe button right down here. Yeah, right down there, see? And hit the notification button to the notifications on. This way, every time I broadcast, you guys can get a new fresh dose of stimulus information. And my name is Russ, and you guys have a fabulous Wednesday. And this was your stimulus check update as of August 5th, 2020. You guys have a great evening. Bye.